welcome back. An assistant professor of geriatric education at the University of North Dakota has developed a course that's teaching students how to connect with older adults to forge intergenerational bonds and help alleviate loneliness and isolation. So lots of big words there, but basically it's just that kind of heavy, lonely feeling that we've been feeling just kind of post-pandemic, even in the pandemic and even with this long winter. So good morning, Jeremy. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that you can make it. So the short name for this course is Legacy Building with Older Adults. So how did you come up with the idea for this kind of course?
Well, in March 2020, I heard about older adults who were dying in assisted living communities and nursing homes due to the pandemic. And so I created a program called To Legacy that connected university students in healthcare fields with older adults.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. So what exactly are your students doing to build that legacy?
So they're listening to the stories, which is really something that doesn't happen a lot when you're busy as a nurse. You know, my wife is a nurse, and it's a busy life, and to have that opportunity to listen to the stories of an individual humanizes them, makes them feel like, oh, they're a person.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that especially post-pandemic, people in the medical field, they kind of just are going through the routine now. And so this is really important. When did you create this class again?
This class was created just recently, probably within the year, but the program To Legacy has been around since 2021.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So why do you think a class like this is so relevant now?
Wow. Well, students and young people and older people need each other. You know, that they need to hear, the younger people need to hear the stories. And my dad said it this way, the young people are strong, but the older people know the way.
Yeah.
So the older adults can really bring that wisdom for the students, but also bring in the experience for students in healthcare fields. So before they go in, and then the older adults feel less isolated, less alone, and they feel connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's great. So what's the critical lesson you hope students take away from the course?
I want them to realize that everybody has a birthday. Everybody has dreams, hope, and I want people to feel like they can know someone even if they're not the same age, even if they're not the same color. Maybe they don't have as long as dreadlocks, you know. I think everybody can connect and learn, and older adults, 75% of older adults that go in for doctor visits just want to build community. That's the reason why they're going to visit the doctor. And they need community, but we all do. We all need community, and it's easy to forget about things that are important if we're not meeting with each other. So I want students to just realize that they're a human being just like that person that they're serving, and they can be there can be a sense of meaning and purpose there.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's really important to make those connections too. Yeah, I definitely agree. So what is the course preparing students to do now and maybe as a lifelong habit?
So what the students are going to do is just listen. I know it sounds really simple, but I think in this day and age, you know, we're busy, right? We're moving on to the next thing, and the students in that experience listen to the stories of the older adult and get to share their story too. You know, and then that can help raise self-efficacy, which is just their self-worth of the student and the older, because students are feeling socially isolated and alone too, especially after the start of the pandemic. You know, isolation and loneliness was an issue for older adults before the pandemic too.
Oh,
you know?
sure, okay.
And so it's an ongoing thing. So the students can then go into the workforce, and then when they meet someone and they have 5 minutes to talk to them, they can quickly connect, feel a sense of connection. You know, because they've practiced that before they got into the field.
All right. Well, if anyone is interested in getting to know a little bit more information about the program, where can they go?
They can go to my email at jeremy.holloway@und.edu, and or they can go online and just Google To Legacy, and UND to Legacy
Okay.
if you want to have specifics for the location.
Yeah. All right, fantastic. Thanks so much, Jeremy, for joining us on the couch today.
Hey, it's a blast. It's comfortable.
Yeah, we were actually testing it out just before this, so great. All right, we have lots more coming up on today's show. West Fargo Parks is hosting a gigantic rummage sale, so we'll have those details right after the break.